Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I ever posted, and guys, I'm sorry for that. But in this video I have something interesting for you guys. You don't have to worry about this time around, guys. This is the coding now that we have started. Guys, well, in the previous video we talked about what did we talk about, guys? Can you remind me? Okay, I see you. So we talked about the Java if else statement, and then we did a few examples, and then we saw how the if statement do works, and also we also worked with the else statement. Also we worked with else if statement, and then that was all about that video, guys. And in this video, we're going to talk about Java switch statements. So what are these Java switch statements, guys? Well, we use switch statements to select one of main code blocks that we have been given. If the statement falls if the statement falls under the expression, then that statement is the one is going to be executed, and the rest is being left out. Well, guys, I don't have to talk loud because maybe you might not understand what I'm saying, but let's do on the practical side so you can see what I'm saying. Well, so we can get started, and the symbol like that, guys. Anyway, before this, guys, I want to say something. Guys, I want once we finish with these tutorials explaining this what is subject, I have to create one application to show how we can apply what all these things that we have learned. So that way you will understand why you should get the basics, because all the basics is what's required. You don't have to learn everything so that you can come up with something now. You can learn a few things, and if you do want to do something, you can always go and you can refer online and get the material that you require to continue whatever you're doing. But first, guys, you need to you need to have the basics. Well, so guys, without wasting time, let's get started. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm going to create a class, and then I'm going to call it Java Switch. Then we see what will happen, guys. Yeah, 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 yes, yes. Guys, my mic has been having a lot of trouble, and my computer sometimes it freaks me out, but uh, I never get like I'm trying to make my mic sound better than that. So forgive me for delaying, and I'm going to make things work the way you want them to work. Right there. So guys, let's create a class here. So I'm going to create a Java application, and then I go to next. So guys, what kind of the name are we going to give this class? Can you give me some suggestions, guys? Let's call it because we've been with Switch. Let me call it Java Switch, right? So I'm going to call it Java Switch. That's it. I'm done. And then as a project folder already exists in the left. Okay, it seems that I have done something, but I'm going to change one more letter here to be having a different. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to say J switch. At least you understand what I'm saying, guys. Switch. There we go. So it's simply Java switch and stuff. So there is done. So I'm going to make this the compare list. At least you can see it clear. So guys, as I've already said there before, is that we use the switch statement to select one of main cards, one of main calls block to be executed. So in a simple way, guys, I want to give you the syntax so that you can understand how we do these things, guys. Well, let me type them down. So the syntax, this is how the syntax actually looks like. So the first thing, you must use the keyword, that is switch. No, you must write this keyword switch, and then within that bracket you need to put your expression. So what kind of expression? It depends on you. So here you must have the expression, and then after the expression you're going to have the curly braces. The curly braces, it's called the curly braces. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it the right way, but it depends where you come from. In fact, I come from a very, very okay, forget about that. So in this, after you have written the keyword switch, then you have expressed the expression, so it can be whatever you want. Then you have to create the cases. So you want to write the keyword case. So the case can be case one, and then you must put the colon. Yeah, that is it. This full colon, and then under that colon you're going to have your code block. So you need to have the code block, whatever you have written there. So it depends on you. Then finally, on this first case you might break, but it's optional. You can have another keyword which is called break, which means if you execute your expression and then the results by finding the first case, then it's going to break to get out of the switching. But if not the case, then it's going to go to second the second expression, the second case. So I'm going to copy this without wasting time, and then I paste it here. So for example, I'm going to say that this is case 2. Well guys, this is case 2, right? So if the first case, the result was not found there, then it's going to jump to the next case, and then if your result is there, then it's going to break. But this one, I want to use another keyword here which is called default. In fact, with the word default, it means that if your cases are all passed without finding the result, then your system is going to display whatever the default. So guys, let me remove this so that we can do the practical part. So that is, guys, I've been thinking, once I'm done with all these subtopics, I do one more. I do a complete application where I'm going to use almost everything in this, so that you can see how it's being applied. And again, you guys, let me remind you, you don't have to learn everything so you can create an application. No, guys, it's too much. But trust me, what you need, it's a little bit of basics, and then you go to go, guys. So what I'm doing, I'm actually trying to get you understand the basics, then you're good. But guys, I like a lot of stories, but I just want to do an example here. So guys, this is how we do. So you have to write the word switch, and then from the switch you're going to have an expression in that. Then you have the curly braces. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to express this down. Then I come back here, and then I write my expression. That is it. So this one I want to do a very simple thing here. But before that, guys, I want to explain to you in a deeper way how this switch actually works. So the first thing that you have to put in your mind, guys, and it should be on your fingertips, so the first thing you need to know that the switch expression is evaluated once. Guys, do you hear me? Really? Do you hear me? I'm saying the switching expression is evaluated only once. And then second thing that you need to know, the values of the expression and compare with the value of each case. Can I repeat that? The value of expression is always compared with the values of each cases. So your expression that you have written here, it's always compared with the cases that you have written. You can have several cases. And the third thing you have to understand is that there's much, if there is much in the cases, the associated block of code is executed. For example, here, I'm going to create a case here. And then if that is the case, then, if the expression above here matches the cases, then the associated code in that case is going to be executed. The last thing you have to understand is that the break and the default keyword are optional. Guys, don't worry about this because I want to describe later in this in the chapter what is this define and the default keyword. So this is the example I'm going to do. So here I'm going to declare a very few things before this. So I'm going to do this in my right int. Let's declare an int type, and then we should call it day. Well, yeah, day. Can I call it? Okay, let me call it day, and then let's say it's day 3, right? And then I do this. Cool. So down here you see my switching phase. Then I'm going to say, I've declared this is the expression now. I'm going to say that day, then in the curly braces, the first case I want to have inside here is case 1. What I need in case 1, I'm going to say that let's say day 1. If it's day 1, day 1 is on the first day. The first of a week is Sunday, right? So I'm going to do very simple thing here and say system dot out print. Guys, I don't know the shortcut for system to that, but I think I know, but I don't like it. I don't like shortcuts. So print line, and then I'm going to say print line. And what I want you guys to do into my application to print is, I want to say the first day. I've already said it's a Sunday, right? Sunday. Then I close my case. So guys, what do you think? If my case the first day is 1, then it's a Sunday, then it's going to print this one. But if it's not the case, what can I do? So I must break this statement so that if this is the case, then it breaks and it gets out of the loop or the switch. So I have to break this. Then this is case 1. So I want to have a 7 case, I think. So I want to take this, copy. I'm just copying this, so it's not okay. I'm going to do this, and then I close my cursor here, Control V, and then I think I have to, and then another one here, because we have 7, just 1, 2, 3. Then I have another one, and then Control V, then Enter, Control V, and Enter. Guys, I like doing these things. So don't get confused with these things. The only people who confuse us men is the chicks, the girls that we meet. If they're too cute, we're going definitely to confuse you no matter how smart you are. These people, I don't know the magics they have in them, but it's really funny. I can't understand it. But I hope it's not the case. This case is so simple. So guys, I'm going to change this, and then I say this is case 2, and then this is case 3, and then this is case 4, then this is case 5, and so on and so forth. So 6. I'm going to have one more here. And then that I call it the 7th day. Right, guys? So this is the symbol thing here. I want to change this. This is a Sunday, and then the second day I think it's Monday. So I'm going to say Monday. I don't have to type all these things. Guys, you've been watching my video, and I hate typing. So I'm going to say Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, this is Tuesday, and then I'm going to. Please don't worry about the caps now. The English people, the language people. Just do what you've been reading. So after this day is what? I think after this day we normally work Wednesday. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Then we go to Thursday, then we go to Friday. Guys, are you getting bored? You make typing a lot of common things. I hope not. You're just learning. When you're learning, you must be very sympathetic. So Thursday and then Friday. Then after Friday we go to Saturday, right? So it's Saturday. Well, now guys, our what? Our switch. We're done with the switch. But let's do this. Let's run our application first and see what we have. So I want to run this and see on the console what we should be having. So I think guys, up here we just declared day 3. So it's going to find day 3. Whatever day 3 is, it's going to print that. So this is 1, and then day, case 1 is not, case 1 is not 3. Case 2 is not, it's not 3. And case 3, it's merges with this. So definitely it's going to print Tuesday. So what we have on the console, guys, we have Tuesday. Yeah, it's working, guys. Let's congratulate ourselves. So this is how these things actually work. But I want to, as I've already said, I'm going to explain later on the default and the break. So guys, let's say for example, I change here and then say 7. Let's see what we will be having. Let's say if you can have, what is the 7th of the day? Let's see what if we have this Saturday. Guys, as you can see on the console, we have Saturday here. So this means that our thing is working. Well, guys, this is all about the break and the switch. This is all about the switch. So in the next, what we have to do, let's do a subtopic which is called the break keyword. So let me explain the break keyword. So when Java reaches a break keyword, it actually breaks out of the switch block. So do you guys understand that? What I mean is that when it actually reaches the statement or the case that you wanted to be executed and it matches, then the keyword the keyword break is going to get out of that switch block. So that is it. And then this will stop the execution of more code and the case testing inside your block. So once you find what you wanted, it breaks out and then it's like exit. So that is it. What you have to remember is that when the match is found and that is it. The job is done. It's time for break. So there's no need for more testing. So a break can save a lot of execution time because it ignores the execution of all the rest of the code in the switch block. So guys, that is all about the keyword break. And also we have another keyword we call, but before that guys, you have to know that the break can save a lot of execution time because it ignore the execution of all the rest of the code in the switch block. So I have to remind you this because it's so important guys. I don't know if you know this is important, but just get it from me. So let's talk about the default keyword. So the default keyword specifies some code to run if there is no case match. So guys, we have run, for example, let me say I put something like, hey, guys, if I run these things, I don't know what will display on the console. You see, it's got nothing. So if we had a break case here, for example, I say, let me add one more so that we can understand what the meaning of the final keyword. So I'm going to do this, then I'm going to say plus 8. Then I'm going to say, oh, you don't have option. It doesn't match any of the day. It doesn't it does not. You are okay. How can I play? Okay, no match. Exactly, no match. So this is the default. In fact, I'm going to delete this too. Then I say v file, and then I do this. So the default, how is the default being written? Oh, this there we go. So I'm going to do this. Wait a little bit. So guys, let me remove this. My phone is ringing and ringing. Guys, you phone, can you keep quiet so I can share some days and how we do? So guys, then I'm going to remove this one here, and then I cut this, and then I replace. Okay, I have to put it down here. Then I come up here. So that is it. So guys, I want to, we have what we have here. We only have 7 days in a week, right? So and then we have the 8. So let's see how we can use the final keyword. So let's say here, let me close this. Then we have a default key, and then I want to print this out. So why is it not displaying blue? So it is spelling mistake. So guys, I want to see if we pass here, we pass 7, or let me see. Okay, so let me pass something like something that is not even in our system. So am I going to, in fact here guys, there is an error here. So I didn't need to use this. I want just to do this simply like that, and then I remove this too. That is it. So guys, so if we don't, let's assume that we don't have, we have a user interface where maybe a person passes in the days. So the person is not going to see the code, but going on the UI definitely has an input where he puts the number. So it doesn't know if we have this. So if we pass 9, and in our case there's no 9, let's see if we can print this, the default one. So guys, as you can see, no match. So it simply means that if you have the default keyword, then it's going to display the default one. That is it, guys. So guys, I want to give you with one more example, but before that, remember that if the default statement is used as the last statement here, as you can see, then the switch block in that switch block, it doesn't need the break. It doesn't need this break here, so I don't have to bring these, and then I type down here. So it is down because it's used in the last. So next I want you to give you an exercise, and I'm going to write them and display to you, and then you're going to do. And if you have any question, guys, please don't hesitate to ask. So I'm going to post this then. So guys, this is the example. This is the question that I've given you. Hope you guys will try out this and see how it's working. So guys, I want you to fill the star. The star, it's just the blank space. I want you to fill here and then fill all the stars and then see if it's working. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the Java, and hope you guys are with me and we can do these things together. Thank you so much, and goodbye.